Excuse me. Oh, chicken pasta. Yep, that's what I had for lunch. Just got back from Mitre 10. Also went to AJ Steel and picked up some steel for the bed frame because I want to maintain the maximum absolute height for the bed, and then also the maximum height so I can fit a motorbike and stuff in here. I am wanting to make the bed as thin as I possibly can. Basically, the bed is only going to be 20 mil plus 12 mil, so 32 mil thick will be the entire bed frame, which I think is pretty good. Hopefully it holds us. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is actually get this bed frame in, then get the top bit on the actual bit the mattress sits on, and then actually put a facing piece on that as well. And then from there, we start the kitchen. And while Raya was here earlier, I got her to sit on the ground and I actually measured her head and then added, you know, some as well on top of that, the mattress and stuff like that. The height we're going for in the bedroom is 850 mil. And then whatever we've got left over, I'm just gonna have to make a bike fit in there. So when I built my last van, I wasn't married, so the bike came first, so I made it to the height of the bike. But this time the wife comes first, so I make it to the height of the wife. It's crazy how priorities change. Difficult to put the bike in, but I'd rather that than have my wife be unhappy with the van. So, you know, priorities. Where there's a will, there's a way to get the bike in, so I'll worry about that later. I'm gonna just measure up from here and then straight edge some lines across, screw those two pieces of timber on, and then get my metal in. So, I mean, I love how quick it's come together today. Very exciting. Okay, so the reason I screw these together is just so I can just do them at the same time and know they're exactly the same. I've got them all marked out, run the saw through. Got that one there, so that one there, see, is beautiful. So basically what I've done is there's a height indicator on the saw here. So you just pull that out, and then I've got a back block there, and then all you do is this. So you line it up. Okay, cool. And then check if it fits. If it doesn't quite fit, just do one more run through. There you go, beautiful. We're just going to repeat that with this one, this one, and this one. Screw these, separate them, screw them onto the wall, and then cut the bits of metal to the right size. And bit of bung, bada boom. So now that's in, all I need to do is get my metal cross pieces and put those across, then cut some ply and apply on. So let's cut some metal. Before I put the metal in, I actually need to screw these off because those nails will just pull straight out. Screws. Just going to put a bunch in because there's actually going to be a fair bit of weight on this. Like, you know, I'm about, you know, 100 kg on a good day, and Ray's, I guess she's only about 50, so 150 kgs. It's a few bags of concrete. Look a few in. Yeah, I guess we'll see if it holds. A fair bit of flex in that. I guess we'll just have to see how we go. Here we go. Now the bed's done. I actually haven't got on it yet because it's kind of like, there's a little bit of movement in it. So I'm just going to put a face piece in the front here because it's going to need a face piece anyway. And I'm like, once I put that on, it'll make that, the whole front of that just super strong, give it a lot more stability. Because the van walls around it, I can't just put that face piece on with two, you know, just getting the measurements from the top and the bottom, because there'll be this big gap in the middle. So what you're best to do in a situation like this is grab a piece of scrap wood, and what you do is you just put it flat against the bottom, cut it to the correct height, push it in. It's going to look like that. Grab it with your pencil and a ruler or something like that, and then cut it out with a jigsaw, and then you're going to end up with a really nice finish that is exactly like the shape of the van. So sometimes you can just do one side and then flip it over and it's the same on the other side. This was not the case, so I had to do two separate ones. So I just did one on either side. So left hand side, and then I did the right hand side. So then coming out here, to transfer that mark onto your board, you just put it down, you get it lined up at the bottom. So if the bottom is flush on both ends, that will be straight up and that'll be your mark. So it's always better to cut it a little bit bigger than smaller because you can't glue the timber back on. It's always better to like clean it off. Okay, take two. Pretty stoked with that. Check this out for a fit. It's within like $500,000, and this side, exactly the same. I'm freaking stoked with that. So good. It's just so cool to see, yeah, how that's come together. It really, as soon as you put that bit in there, it really finishes it off. Just going to screw that in now, and then that's it for me for the day. Today's been epic. Roof done, floor done, bed done. Tomorrow, I'm so excited to start on the kitchen cabinetry. This is the part that scares me the most because I'm not a cabinet maker. I don't have really any idea how to make a cabinet, but I've been watching YouTube videos and stuff, so it's going to be interesting. I'm probably going to mess it up, which I hate. I hate messing things up and having to redo stuff, but yeah, I've kind of got a rough plan in my head. I actually went on to Caboodle Kitchens and designed a kitchen that would fit in here in this space perfectly, and it was $3,000. I kid you not, it was $3,000 for a little kitchen for this van. It was literally like, hey, I'll just, here's the 3D image of it on the screen now, but like, how is that $3,000? It's literally like 4 cupboards. So yeah, anyway, let's see how cheap I can do it myself. 4 sheets of plywood, which was like $32 each, and some screws, and yeah, just see how we go. So yeah, I'm excited to get a little bit creative with this. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to screw this off now and then pack her up. I kid you not, I absolutely fluked this. I just guesstimated, oh yeah, cool, that'll be enough. That'll be inside the garage. Check this out. This is how much room I had to spare. There's literally like 3 mil more adjustment in that before I run out of space. So yeah, stoked. So basically these cables are all going to come out, and the inverter is going to be on the wall right here, which is out of the way, and I've got a remote control for the inverter so I can turn it on and off from the kitchen. Out of sight, out of mind. I don't like having stuff like that in sight or just anywhere in general that's in the actual van. So good that it's in here. So I'm just putting some timber framing along the bottom. I'm going to put one more upright there and one more there, just to keep that bit of ply from moving in and out, and that'll just lock it in nicely. Once that's done, I'll go back around the other side and screw it off. I can't tell you how good it is to have one full day working on the van. I think this is one of the first days that I've actually had where I've committed to working on this thing for a full day, and it's just amazing how much you can get done when you've got all the tools out. You're just zoned in what you're doing, and yeah, it just makes such a massive difference. There's a bit of a snapshot of the end result. Roof done, bed done, floor done. So tomorrow is kitchen cabinetry day. Hopefully by the end of the week, we're looking at a kitchen in this thing, as well as the seats and stuff. One for the battery box and one for the other seat. I'm clocking off because it is, I don't know, it's like nearly 6 o'clock. So yeah, solid day in the office. Stoked with what I got done and can't wait for tomorrow. So banking up a couple episodes worth of content here for you guys. So hope you're still enjoying it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love it when you guys comment. It makes it all worth it for me to see you guys enjoying it and getting something out of what I'm doing. So yeah, stoked that you guys are following along, and see you next week.